Hey everybody! Today's video is all about custom coloring extensions, specifically tape-ins. Today we have 3 packs of the Platinum Blonde 24 inches Aqua Tape-in Hair Extensions. As you can see, I am using Framar's backwards bib kind of as my painting table. So here I am just kind of unpacking these tape-ins and placing them on the backwards bib. The backwards bib, this is going to be a tongue twister, is so useful just because you can pretty much use it for anything, honestly. What I like about them too is that they are eco-friendly and biodegradable. What I'm doing now is just pretty much setting out my paint palette for these extensions. These tape-ins are for a Vivid client of mine, and it's so fun to do because she pretty much changes up the style every time she's ready to order a new set. And one thing I love to do is take paper towels and use that as my template of how I'm going to be coloring the extensions. I thought that was such a fun thing to learn, and I love that I can now share that little tip with you guys. So as I lay out my template or guide, so to say, I go ahead and I start painting from the top of the extension, really gliding that along as you saw in the slow-mo. And as you can see here, I am now adding in my second color and really spreading apart the hair and really saturating the hair as I paint. A quick way to get a really clean blur line is using your brush and sweeping it up in an upwards motion stroke, or my favorite, taking honestly your pointer finger and using that as almost like a beauty blender, only a paint blender or your blender. Sorry, voiceovers for me are sometimes really hilarious because I'm like, wait, I have to talk as the video goes. But as you can see, as I'm adding in my new colors, I don't forget to use my pointer to blend. Sometimes I prefer my finger over the paintbrush. And it's so crucial when you're painting extensions to flip it over because as you see, you can still see some of that blonde peek through, and with any vivids or color itself, it is super important to saturate and really get in all those nooks and crannies because it's kind of, well, I don't want to say ridiculous, but it's kind of crazy what could be missed even though you feel it's saturated. My rule of thumb is if you feel it's saturated, saturate it some more. But again, you see here adding in the next color and just using my pointer or the brush as a blender to start and just get those colors to mix in really well and create a really seamless transition into the new color. Now, before we get into the next step, sometimes I just want to say, let's take a deep breath together. But we got to keep going. So here you saw that I folded the backwards bib and just make use of the space. And this was another cool trick I learned was taking a duckbill clip and clipping your extensions together to kind of hold it in place. It just helps, honestly, to prevent the color from going into the adhesive side itself. But to be quite honest, I've had it happen where it's just the inevitable where the color gets into the adhesive, and it's okay. It's going to happen. It really doesn't affect it much. So don't worry or stress too hard on that. But I did, after I painted the first side, I flipped it over and I'm painting it over again. Again, really saturating. This one's a bit easier, so hence why I kind of doubled it and sandwiched it together. Let's kill 2 birds, 1 stone. It's a solid panel that time around, so it's okay to color them together. Just really make sure you get in there and saturate. Now, as you get comfortable coloring tape-ins and customizing them or just extensions itself, there really is no right or wrong method other than just the importance of saturating and really going over and flipping over the hair extensions, making sure everything has an equal amount of color because you don't want any splotchiness or any just those lines of, ooh, I missed a spot. But the importance of saturating, taking your time, looking over your extensions, and really getting in every nook and cranny. Once you've shampooed, it's so exciting to see how they come to life. I hope that there was something that kind of gave you the aha moment in this video today, and I'm so excited to share the results with you once I get these bad boys in. Well, thank you so much. It's been great. Love thee.